Let there be light, and there was light. Okay, words of the said God, Mother Eve. This is from the Holy Bible, Genesis of chapter 1, verse 3, where Mother Eve says, let there be light, and there was light. So this is the spell that has just brought on all of creativity, we could say. We have seen through those words that this is where we had the days and times and people, and everything was actually in there. But of course, there was the process of signing or giving the contracts to the gods, or the 14 gods of Genesis, or could we say the 13, because that is not including Mother Eve, but 14 including Mother Eve. Now 14 gods, of course, you'd say, well, why 14, which is really, again, as I said, everything has its image, it has its opposite. So the gods really are working in pairs, or they collaborate with each other, just like you and I. We are reflections of each other. So this is what happened when we had the Soul God, for instance. The Soul God, he is that W, he entails that W which forms the 8-petal flower. That's what the Soul God is about. And he equals 7. Of course, you look at the number 7, and it's that which you sever. It's like a saw. So basically, that's what it's about. Now, W, as I have said in some of my other presentation, really mean double of you and I. It's 2 of you. This is why we have the double breasts, the double cheeks, and so on and so on. So W is really that which nurtures, and that which births, that which propels, and like the 3 and the M for M&Ms, the 3 for freedom, the E for we have EE as in telephone, mobile service, and the W, as I said, it's we've seen, of course, W is really you and I. Okay, and of course the SA here. Now, there's another link I just got as well with the SA. Is really another signature, or there's prefix, I think is the correct term to say that this is really like saying Satan, because Mother Eve is really Satan. Now we would hear, in fact, a lot of different teachings going on. I'm going by how I've been guided to teach here, how I've been guided and instructed, because I believe everything is for a certain people, a certain time, a certain season, because again, if you were meant to be a doctor, you wouldn't go to a school of mechanics, motor mechanics, to learn to be a physician, although you may have to do with nuts and bolts, because the body is about nuts and bolts in a way. But, and this is perhaps where the word mechanic and body works come from as well, because it's really the car is like they tell you, it's the body of the car, and mechanics is the mechanism of the car itself, the mobility, or the mobile, that's the structure of it, which is a derivative of who we are. So everything comes from who we are. So I really want to still continue with Omega, and I'm really wanting to explore how, of course, as we have seen in the past 2 presentations, Alpha and Omegas, because this is 2 and this is 5. 5 is really, as we say, the waters, Mother Eve. If we do the numerical value for the word Eve, or Christ, or Kundalini, or pyramid, or key, all these equal 5. In fact, I have a list of the house, the word house, or the word home, all these equals 5. So basically, this is the key. This is the house. This is the home. This is the lock. It's the lock. It's also the lock and key, of course. It's got so many, it's also, let me just have a look if I can find this list. I've got a long list because I haven't been using it so often. Okay, well, all right. Okay, so I haven't got it with me right now, but I'll make another presentation to really show or really describe all this number 5 which we have for Mother Eve, because the 5 is in the middle of the sacrifice template here. And 5 plus 2, of course, gives us 7. 7, of course, we can see this is like Revelation giving us a key here, like the 7 is the L upside down. 7 upside down would be like, or the reverse, which is the L. Here, 2 7s, like the gods, would be here. 2 7s would be 14, and they would form the whole right here. That's the gods. Okay, so that's Mother Eve. So back to Alpha and Omega. So I thought I would look at the words we could form from this. I am doing this without having gone through it yet, but okay, let's just look at, we have all. I really believe all actually is that all, but it is, can be termed that way as all, but let's just see as it is there. Okay, and we have, so I'm still going to put all. There is another term, this ha, or this are, here, reverse. This is what was used in, this was introduced to Sarah and Abraham, because their name, Abraham, was Abram, A-B-R-A-M, and God changed his name to A-B-R-H, A-B-R-A-H-A-M. So there was the H-A, the ha, and in Sarah, his wife, because that was before they had any children, she was Sarai, I think S-A-R-I, and S-A-R-I, S-A-R, but she became Sarah, S-A-R-A-H. Hope you can see this. So the AH again was that which was introduced. We could see these are very important vibrations here, and it's, of course, in the story itself tells us exactly what the vibration is. It is the ah ha 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 ha. This is what we do when we laugh, and that is one of the highest vibration or highest frequency that is necessary. That was necessary to ignite that element of birth, or to conceive in Sarah, because of course it was another way of saying, if you want to conceive, it's no good being unhappy and being mournful and complaining. Laugh, be joyous, be happy. That was what was happening here. And Abraham, of course, was told that he would be the father of many nations. I'm talking scriptural in case the story is new to you. Abraham was supposed to be the father of many nations, or his son would be the father of many nations. And so his wife conceived when she was, I think it was 95, or she was in old age. And when she was told the story, she laughed. And of course she said, would I in my old age, how would I, and my husband? But she laughed, and she denied she laughed. But the story tells of her laughing 3 times. So that is the power of the number 3. The number 3 is that which sets off that vibration. It's like when they say 3 is a crowd, because it stirs up trouble, you could say. That's what, when we say trouble, I mean this to be just that vibration that stirs things into motion. Okay, so we have seen how we have there understanding the vibration of the alpha through numerology. Of course, each of this, if we were to do this, HA is 9. So this is the 8 which Mother Eve ate of the fruit, and the A, so we see H here. There's the lesson H, which is the first letter of the heart, and the A, of course, is the middle of the heart. A is in the middle of the heart, and we have this here. So having this A, H here as well tells quite a lot at the end. So A and H, or however we want to put it, that is saying how we could see the vibration of alpha. So a lot of people would be praying and say, oh, you're the alpha and the omega, the beginning and the end. But when we understand that, understand this through numerology, we can say, yes, you are the one who births newness, because 9 is actually the triple vibrational frequency for birthing newness. It's like 333, because that's the creative number. 333. 3 3s are 9. And we have this here when we laugh. This is what happens. We are birthing this. You are creating man in your own image and likeness. That's the 6-petal flower. Because we are 6, there's the WWW here. Okay, and we are us. Of course, in creating, you are coming with another one as well. You are coming or birthing another or a new. So this becomes 12. Becomes 12, and of course 12 is which adds to let there be light, and there was light. That comes to 12. That is 12, and that also is 12. Okay, so another just looking at words that we could do with this. So it's PAL, well, we'd say that there's a PAL here. We use this. HAP, HAP, or instead of there's no R for a harp like in music. LAP, LAP, of course, laptops, okay, or laps. We can see what the derivative of words that have so much impact on our lives here. Okay, so there is quite a lot we could do here. But what struck me with the omega here, so all of these that we have seen, hap, pal, lap, I think it just means that it is a GAME. Now, that's what I think all creation, all existence is about. It's about the O game. It's the O game. Now, you may find this funny also, but this is what it's about. So it's all a hair. It's all a pH game. pH, isn't pH what we use for water as well? Ah, that's interesting. pH, the pH in the water. So the pH in the water, because this also equals water, just as the word water, W-A-T-E-R, the waters. This would be 512,591. Add this together, 10, 17, 18, 19, 23. So Now, I'm believing that this is also 5. Let's just see. This is 8 plus 7. This is 15. So 15, of course, is 6. All right. So we see 15, but it still puts us into the same column on the sacrifice template, because 15 is right here. So we have 5 here, and we have 15, meaning 5, 10, 15. These equal 15, and we have the 5 here. So basically, the O, and of course, letter O equals 6. We have letter O here for the fox right there. So that equals 6. So it's like saying it's a fox game. It's the O game going on right here. So now this may sound like, like I'm being light about this, because we have been taking everything so serious. But really, our whole existence, what I have been saying here, is that we have not taken the time to understand the messages, especially when Mother Eve talks about the spirit of sound mind. Mother Eve, of course, inspired, as I am, and many others are, and likewise was, I think it was John or Paul who spoke about where Mother Eve had said, I have not given you the spirit, or God has not given us the spirit of fear, but the spirit of sound mind. So this sound mind here is saying this is really all a game. This is the all A, or the all alpha game. Right here, let's say this A here. So this is H and P. We had an A here. So this is about the A. We could also say it's about the O and the A game. Now, hasn't it been so really? It is so, because we have been seeing, basically, it's about the alpha male, and the O as the female, of course, who births, who carries the womb. So it's it is been a game about male and female right there. Now we also even have MALE. So we have for male, and this would be like PH, we would say for female. It's not spelled like F, but we could see it's PHEMALE. That would be, we could say that exists here as well. So I'm just saying, we don't have to stretch this as much or at all to make sense that the alpha and the omega, this understanding we have, has also been a game. Our existence have been a game of the A in the middle of the heart. This is there. And it's not only in the heart, it's also in the brain. BRAIN. So I will speak a little bit more on this. I have touched upon them in other presentations, but we see the two things that two parts of ourselves that we have been preoccupied with is basically these two. Are we thinking from here and there? I am going to keep this presentation short, and well, my short is now 18 minutes. So do join me again, and I'll see if there is another presentation on the omega here. But we can see the me is here, right here as well. I think that we may have covered the alpha and omega on this 3, and let this number 3 of this presentation be that which propels us with deeper understanding. So I'm going to leave it on this. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching and leaving your comments. Do continue to leave your comments, and I would just love to share. And I do love reading your comments, so thank you very much. And share my videos as well. That's if you like it and if you feel it's going to be useful to someone else. Okay, thank you. Let there be light, and there was light.